Hey there, let me encourage you today straight out of God's word. Today's coming out of the book of 2 Corinthians, and it's for anybody who feels weighed down by anxiety, fear, or the what ifs of life and needs a fresh reminder that they can still have a faith-filled perspective. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." The word of the day is perspective. So often our natural response to the unknown is fear, right? When we look at what might go wrong and what might happen, the worst case scenarios get rehearsed in our minds and our hearts shrink and anxiety just can take over. But by walking by faith, we flip the script. We change our perspective. Instead of focusing on the possibility of rejection, disappointment, or failure, faith teaches us to focus on God's power, God's goodness, and God's good plan. Fear imagines the no, and faith celebrates the possibility of the yes. Fear sees obstacles, but faith sees opportunities. And here's the truth. Faith doesn't deny that challenges exist. It simply refuses to let fear be the loudest voice in the room. Faith instead shifts our gaze from what might fall apart to what God might build. When you and I allow the Spirit to reframe our perspective, something beautiful happens. Peace takes the place of panic, and joy begins to just bubble up where worry once lived. That's the posture of a believer who's not just professing faith, but walking in it. So in prayer today, ask the Lord to open your eyes to his perspective. Where fear wants to shrink your vision, pray that God would expand your faith. And as the next action today, the next time you feel fear rising, stop and ask yourself, what would it look like if I viewed this through the eyes of faith? Write it down and walk in that direction today. Hopefully this has encouraged you. If it did, go ahead and share it with a friend, and I'll see you back here next time. Be blessed, be a blessing, and keep creating for God's glory. Peace.